Hi, this is Rick Brandenburg for Turf Bugs and Rock and Roll in North Carolina State University, and this is going to be the last one we do in this series on killing large white grubs. And while the music was Love Me Two Times, this particular one is going to be Kill Me Two Times, and this is for Tim up at Aspire Golf Consulting in New Jersey. Anyway, one of the things that we push and push and push is the idea of controlling the grubs in midsummer when the eggs are being laid and they're hatching. And if you do that, you really avoid the situation of running into problems with large grubs later on in the year. So I really want to push that. I want to encourage that the idea of killing large grubs is something that you can avoid with timely treatments. And here in North America, that's obviously in June and July, because 95% of the grubs that we run into in much of the U.S. simply are grubs that have one generation per year. And one of the questions I got when I talk about using Merit or one of the generic equivalents, or using Arena or using Meridian, those type of preventive products, or even using the combo products like a Loft or a Electus or the new Tandem product, any of those products like that, if you use them in mid-June or July or whatever, people say, well, how long do they last? And I say, well, they'll last 60, 70, 80 days. And they say, well, what happens in September if I get big grubs? Well, here's the bottom line. If you killed them in June or you killed them in July when they were small, you don't have to kill them a second time. You only have to kill them once. So again, the idea of this is if you treat in June or July when the eggs are hatching out, which is what the situation is in much of the U.S., then you do not have large grubs later in the year. You don't have to worry about the residual activity of the insecticide wearing off in 60 to 90 days, because there will be no second generation of grubs. There will be no large ones showing up later in the year. So that's why I say you don't need to kill them a second time. You kill them first in the middle of summer, and then you avoid the problem. So, you know, if you watch these videos or hear me give a seminar or whatever, you're going to hear this talk over and over again. You only need to kill them once. So hope that helps, and we'll continue on with some more videos here as the summer draws to an end in North Carolina. And please give me some feedback if you got some subjects that you'd like to hear later. Thanks a lot.